Alrighty, my friends. We had a lot of crew that run, too. I guess I kept getting more and more of those, machine slave husk guys. Okay, so what did we unlock? We unlocked the... What are these letters? EX? CRUC? Or are those E's? Can anybody tell me what this word is? This font is terrible, by the way. Is this Executor? Excrucior? Excrucior. Okay, so it's not a real word written in terrible text that's hard to tell the difference between a C, an R, and an E. Excrucior. Okay. Alright. Thank you for telling me, because I had no idea what that word was. Alright, what's going on with this ship? Stygian Worm. It has an ability called Raise Tendril, which attacks hostile crew on current ship using tendrils. A Blood Witch. Summon Thrall. Okay. And Coagulate. Cast a projectile that seals breaches and repairs 1 system damage. Automatically sacrifice nearest Thrall to repair additional 1 system damage. The text is a bit better if you open the ship list. Okay, that's definitely more readable. Excrucior, yeah. Yeah, the R and the C look almost exactly the same in this terrible font. The only difference is, like, I don't know, a little flag on the R or something. Anyway, I'll stop complaining about that now. Okay, so we have some sort of blood ship. So I'm thinking we'll probably be using thralls a lot. Pain Engine, plus 10 HP to all blood cultist units. Okay. Is there a blood cultist? Hero, commander that we can get. Not really, it doesn't look like. Excrucior. Crucio being a forbidden spell that tortures but doesn't kill. Oh, it's a... I think it's a Harry Potter reference, huh? Guy's got double weapons. Kills grant 1 DPS for the duration of the encounter. Do we have a boarding thing on this ship? No, we have a whole... Well, we have this whole Reaper beam. So this ship's all about... This thing's freaking OP too. This ship's all about health and absorbing health and stuff, I guess. We got Thunder Cannon, which is a heavy laser 1, and a Twin Disruptor, which is... I guess a heavy ion would be the closest comparable weapon in FTL. We can summon thralls in an enemy room. I don't think I have a way to board them on this ship to start. Wait till we see a Death God themed ship called Avada Kedabrason. I think I should have a commander that can board with an ability. So I can get early, what are they called? Loot boxes. So what's an early crew that can do that? Cyberfused can. Unstable translocator, teleport self into target room. 25% chance to deal 15 HP damage to enemies in target room. Alright, do I have enough to buy this guy? I do. I think there was another guy. Well, there's the starter guy, obviously, that could do it as well. This is the guy that can't move, which is kind of weird. He's your favorite commander? He's so strong if you can get him a decent armor, huh? Let's try this guy out. I guess the question is... If I'm gonna be, I probably am not gonna be boarding with him. This whole thing where your commander gives you bonus dodge, I don't know that I love that. Because that disincentivizes you from boarding with your commander. Which, since we've had the experience of your commander dying on an enemy ship, losing you the run, could be kind of a, you know, an important factor to consider. But still, a lot of the times the commanders have the coolest abilities, and it's only 5% dodge. Yeah, I guess that's true, but still, I don't love it. I don't like. I can't control that crew. Interesting. It feels like I'm losing something if I make that choice, because you are losing something if you make that choice. So, and he can't move, so I guess I'll put him on. Oh, I have to even use this tool to go like this. Okay. If I summon a... oh, that's a projectile. If I summon a thrall, it's a 25-second cooldown. And... 10-second charge time for that, okay. So I definitely wanted that. If I do this, is that instant? Almost instant, okay. You can always board and recall for the boost when the enemy shots are made. Is it instant? No, it's got a 24-second cooldown, so I don't know. I don't know, I'll just have to get used to it, I guess. I don't plan on boarding with him a lot. But if they have a loot box, he's my only way to board, so... for those who play this game a lot, how important are nexi of influence? How important are these? Are these really only so that you can influence what type of, like, units you can get? Like, say I'm on this ship and I want blood cultists. I really just want to go the nexus that gives me blood cultists. They're not that important. I mean, you do get... seems like you sometimes get free stuff from certain ones. I think that... is the opening sector always the Imperial one? These are all things I'm trying to learn and remember. Psychomancy. Like, what do I want with this guy? I probably want the Blood Thrall system on this ship. Let's go down the systems and modules one, I guess. Maybe I'll get enough scrap to be able to afford that if I don't upgrade my shields instantly. Alright, I want blood golems instantly. And having this dude I can't control is kind of annoying. Hero 1 is free heal. Oops. Hero 1 is free heal, repair, and scrap. The Raider 1 is free scrap. The others offer fights, but they're all to influence the weighting of the shots. I think the best thing about this ship might be this friggin' Hull Reaper beam to start. Do I have a button for that? G, H, D, F. No, it's just powering it. For those who know this game, is there a hotkey for a Hull Reaper beam and I just don't know it? Hull Reaper, there it is, J. Okay, it's not working right now. Maybe that's just because it's depowered or something. If I had 2 shields, I'd be safe here. Let's summon a thrall in your room, so hopefully you... I'll say you can't repair, but... I haven't done damage yet. Damage. Ooh, we can heal when we do damage after the ship's already dead and his beam's still going. That's cool, I was just wondering that. We healed damage after the fight was already over. That I don't think would happen in FTL, although you'd never have a heal beam in FTL either, but interesting. The Reaper beam takes ammunition to fire. True, I do need to remember that. I forgot about that. Thank you for that reminder. What do we got? Blood Thrall! Yes! This is exactly what I wanted. Launch Bay, demonic units, Imperial citizen units, war cultists, Raider Outlaw, Machine Priest. Alright. 3 Blood Thralls. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Do I want Blood Thralls in a 4-person room? I don't know, but we'll put one there. Alright, so let's look at the upgrades for Blood Thrall thing. Max 2 at the beginning. We get 3 and then 4, and their speed builds up as you upgrade it. Okay, good to know. I get a free machine slave here. What's up, Viper? How are you doing? I'm doing well. Doing pretty well. I don't want to have anybody who does a cooldown thing on a system. Happy Tuesday to you, Viper. Explode Shrine. I don't have money for that. Last time we just got a frickin' shield, so that wasn't super useful. Alright, last time I defended the Imperial Complex because that feels like that's going to be easier. I think my reward is pretty good. Let's do that again. I really need to get a second shield right now. Hull damage, and gas. 9 seconds and 12 seconds. Okay. Boarding me, and he has suffocation resistance. These guys are not suffocation immune. Oh! Oh, he used that ability to go fight that guy. Can I control those? No, I can't. I hope that these frickin' tentacles that I can't control, keeps touching me, won't suicide themselves. Damn it. I moved the sensors and I meant to move the... can't. No, they can't repair. Doors. This is an interesting repair animation, that's for sure. Dodge. Alright, 39 scrap. And smaller vessel, energy beam, and ion damage. Okay. Oh, we're already charged. That's nice. Okay, very good. Oh, I could have used my repair ability for coagulate. I forgot to use. I need to remember to use that ability. Blasted. Alright, that should be enough to get our shields too. Welding torch, which is increased repair speed, and 21 scrap, huh? Do I have any tool slots? Cyberfused has a tool slot. And the machine slave. Okay, that's probably worth. Oh, you have a tool slot too, okay. I'm probably gonna repair with you more than my guy. Well, I guess this guy, I can move him anywhere. He can. Oh my gosh, 150 repairs. Okay, I need to remember to use his ability to move and repair stuff then. For sure. Yes. Let's do the same position. Actually, I said I could get shields, but if I get shields, I won't have the power for it. So let's go dodge power and shield value. And then next I can depower the blood thrall pit. And one engine to get level 2 shields. Want another machine slave? I'd like to get better weapons. Let's go hopefully get a ship fight and get some more scrap. Although I also need shields, so. Search the depot. Intruders, wonderful. Okay. Well, that guy got through doors super fast. 1000% door break speed. Oh, that's why. Jeez. Ooh, got an assault rifle. Nice. What does that do? +1 DPS in large rooms. Okay, well, we're gonna equip out our main guy. We just need to get him some armor. Rusty, you said he's your favorite commander if you can get him decent armor. What does decent armor do for him? What's special about this guy? His DPS doesn't seem crazy high or anything. Alright, asteroid field, and he has 2 shots. Not ideal. I will probably need to use my repair beam here. Nice. He's resistant to poison. Go away, poison. Go away. Could repair that super fast. Okay. Decent armor you can get him is to be immune to both suffocation and poison. There's an armor that does that, but also gives minus 75% movement speed as its negative, which is not a negative, as he can't move anyway. True, true. Since he already has 50% on both of those resistances, you can make him super tanky if you get some good armor. That sounds cool. I feel like I've only seen one armor. I've only seen armor with one of those things, suffocation or poison resistance. Is there some armor that has two of those? I've seen one with like 100% fire resistance and stuff. I don't think I've seen that armor you're talking about yet, but I'm still fairly new to the game. Ooh, that's a really good ability. Yeah, I like that a lot. Do I have any psyker slots? I do. Beautiful. That can cleanse all of my units of poison, drain, all those things. That's cool. I really like that purify ability. Okay. Are we immune to damage? Should be. Give him a decent weapon that damages nearby units, and you can have him teleport into a room and just wreck it. Yeah, I do like those weapons that do AoE damage. What's that one? It's like a shotgun or a flamethrower or something that constantly does damage. And does Twin Disruptor have the ability to just suppress shields on its own? Maybe not, but it definitely seems strong. Does it have a chance to stun? No stun on ions. Kind of interesting. A lot of weapons that do have stun in this game, but ions do not. Okay. Alright, so what am I saving up for? I don't know, a weapon upgrade feels like what I need. Alright, let's definitely go Blood Cult. And hope we can get a Blood Shrine. And then find more Blood abilities. That seems like what this build wants to do. Yeah, Gore Shrine. Let's go be blood influenced on all our stores if we can. Because we have the Blood Thrall thing. Of course, I do need extra power to get that turned on. One shot. One shot. Loot box. I see a loot box. Okay, he's not that strong right now, but alright, we got the loot box and it was not much of anything useful. Yeah. And he cannot move until his ability comes back up. But the cooldown on his ability is kind of... I don't want to say debilitating, but it's a little limiting. So you have to be very careful. Because there's no running away. Alright. So there aren't any stores early in this run. Not that I'm going to get to. Although the Psychomancy is not too far away. Let me get one tower. So I can have my Blood Thrall or my Whole Repair on. Whole Reaper. Whole Reaper repair. Come across a small, deserted outpost. Nothing appears out of the ordinary, save for a pattern of complex sigils pointing toward the single-flayed corpse nailed to the entrance. There's nothing weird except for the dead body, but other than that, it's normal. A ship suddenly emerges from hiding. You'll be my sacrifice to Ariok. You mean you'll be my sacrifice to Ariok? One shot, energy beam. Okay, I don't think he can damage us. There's nothing out of the ordinary except for that dead body. I guess it would be pretty cool is if you could get the weapon that's plus DPS in small rooms. You could teleport him into a small room and 1v1 some dudes. Kind of thing. Kind of thing. Ooh, we breached him. Nice. Issue number 1 with not having him on the throne. As recall, we'll keep putting him close to the throne when I can't put him on there. True. I guess I'm not boarding with him that much. I probably should just keep him on piloting. Probably is the better way to do it. And I only board when if there's a loot box, a loot crate to loot. Huh. Our pilot died trying to repair. Not really using my abilities that often, but I need that psychomancy that does 3 damage to the enemy ship, and it charges in 3 seconds if you sacrifice a thrall. That's the psychomancy we need. I've seen that once, and I've heard about how strong that can be. Yeah, give me that 55 scrap. It's called Blood Spear. Pledge yourself to the Blood God. Blood for the Blood God. Further sacrifice must be made. I offer you my blood. Pain's excruciating. Alright, so he won't be able to rest for a couple of jumps, and I have no way to... Do I have any way to heal? I don't currently have a way to heal. Okay. But we have blood, and we're going for psychomancy and crew, and hopefully there will be some blood priests and a blood spear, since we have blood for the blood god. I've said blood many times, so let's save our money for that store. That'd be really awesome. Alright. Defend the munitions depot. 1 shot and a beam. Okay, I don't think he can do damage unless he's got a missile. No, he can board us, though. What is that? Does that mean there's a loot crate there? Is that box a loot crate box? That's just a ship design. Okay, because it looks like a box to me. Summoning a dude takes forever, my gosh. Is that guy immune to... Oh my god, we have an immune to suffocation guy. Okay. I should not fight with my guy. That's at low health. Dude, getting boarded by the immune to suffocation guys sucks. I'm gonna let that guy out, and I can now 2v1 this guy, I think. Stop boarding me, bro. It's got another commando. No, he boarded. Run away, Stygian Worm! Run away! Okay, he's immune to suffocation, and this guy's resistant. Don't die, Stygian Worm, don't die. Actually, no, let's keep suffocating him if we can. Huh. Thralls can man systems. I didn't realize that. Alright, get breached, bro. Okay, so that wasn't even a room. That was just the ship. And since I couldn't through the doors, couldn't see... My sensors weren't on. I couldn't tell that that was not a room with a loot box. It looked like a chest symbol to me. Yeah. Okay. Wow, we got a lot of missiles from all that. Alright, one more jump in an ion storm, and then we got hopefully an opportunity to find some good blood crew and or blood spells. Definitely fighting all the blood enemies. Ritualist. I'd love to get that healing projectile. That's also very nice. Oh god, this guy has 2 shields. Alright, let me get my blood thralls. Good thing is he can't do damage unless Pulsar hits our shields, which it might. Oh! Double ions did take his shields down. I was not expecting that, actually. Okay, I need to... So ions work slightly differently than FTL, than if 2 ion shots take down 2 ion shields. I feel like that's working a little differently than I would expect. We have a very good swipe here if I can line it up correctly. Okay, maybe not as close as I was hoping. Did I see right that 2 ion shots took down 2 shields? Because 2 1 damage ions would not take down 2 shields in FTL. And that's an important distinction to know if it works differently that way. Alright, we got some scrap. Come on, shaman with blood crew and blood spells. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Alright, we got a blood cultist with Chaos Rift. Cool. Ooh, got a Blood Knight. Treasonous Whispers. Cast projectile that mind controls single hostile crew. That's awesome. I've never had that crew. And another blood cultist. Got an extra psych slot with the healing projectile. Soul Spear. Soul Barrage. Okay, that one's good. We didn't get the Blood Spear that I was hoping for. Oh, these guys are all really expensive, though. Do I want a mind control? Do I want to be able to abduct? Or do I want transfuse and the ability to get a soul barrage? I kind of want to go with the guy with an extra slot for a spell and get the soul barrage. Soul spears great. Spells are great. Yeah, that'd be 110 to get those two. I think I'm gonna do that. What's the cooldown or the charge time? 14 seconds. Okay. Okay, so Q, W, and I have... No. Q, W, that's on E. Let's do heal on R, twin soul spear on T. So, if I put all these guys... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this, it's annoying, but if I do that and go R, will they all get healed in that room? Kind of. I want you there. You can be on sensors. We have level 2 doors, I guess. Grab and drag crew. I know. Oh, up here? Yeah. I know that too. Yeah. I guess I'll move this guy over because he doesn't have any abilities. I haven't really made use of that until they get onto a second page. That's when I've really... Oh wait, I can heal even more. All I gotta do is this. Wait for a blood thrall to come up. I can heal for a lot more. Nice! Beautiful. Okay. Alright, so we have the heal that makes use of the thralls, and a thrall will do additional repair system to a room. I wonder if I want to upgrade the thrall thing yet. I feel like I don't want to yet. I still want to get a weapon upgrade. Do I have an opportunity for that? Ship armament's up there. Okay, so that's where I want to head. But that is good information. Thank you for telling me that, Rusty. If I hadn't known that, I just kind of discovered that once I tried to move things around one time, and I was very happy to see it worked. And so he can't do damage, except that he does have the siege bombard, so if his beams work out well, he can do damage. I'm gonna do T for that. Thank you for the follow, Rusty, and also Luke followed an hour ago. I completely missed. I appreciate that. Get breached on, bro. You realize you hadn't hit the button yet, and you've been here an hour. Well, that's just rude. No, it's not. Oh, you're just standing in the poison, bro. Don't stand in the poison. Damn, I don't like uncontrollable crew. But no, I appreciate you joining and following. I'm trying to find more people that, you know, as I play this, can continue to give me hints, because I didn't know until yesterday that you can put abilities on key shortcuts. Somebody on YouTube on one of my videos commented and told me about that, and I was like, well, that's huge, because I've been complaining about not being able to hotkey my abilities, so that's really helpful. Alright, what do we got here? Another energy beam 2. A single shot. Okay, he should not be able to do damage, I don't believe. That time is a little different. Like the ion hit after the laser. Not exactly sure how that worked. T on piloting, I guess. Hopefully it won't dodge anything. He's going like this to charge up his beam thing, I guess. Pretty goofy. Full health. I got plenty of munitions. I could finish him off with my beam, but if FTL has taught me anything, it's that maximizing efficiency is important. So if I don't need to use missiles, I will refuse to use missiles. Who knows when later on that missile might have been missed that I didn't have, that I should have. Well, there's some armor. I don't know that's great armor, but I definitely don't need munitions. Oh gosh, skeletons, okay. Hopefully I get something from killing these skeletons. They're immune to suffocation, right? Yeah. No surprise that skeletons are immune to suffocation. Alright, come on in. The dying's fine. Alright, we got an axe. Cool. Let's get our low health dudes all together here. Let's heal, which is R, yes. Okay, and what did we get? We got armor for our main guy. And my current weapon is +1 DPS in large rooms. Oh, this is just a flat +3 DPS and damages nearby enemies. Okay, that's pretty nice. Any other weapon slots I got available? No, currently not. So that might be worth boarding in, was it medium rooms? +1 DPS in medium rooms, attack slightly damage nearby enemies. It might be worth boarding once with him in a medium room and see how that goes. Alright, I want to go up here because I really want to get a weapon upgrade. Probably get an extra crew here. Definitely don't need ship heals. We don't need musicians. I keep saying musicians. I am a musician, so when I see munitions, I just think musicians. Let's actually put you on weapons so that when you're summoning a crew, it's not slowing down my weapons. Something like that, yeah. I'm going to attack with musicians. Nobody expects the Musician Inquisition. Is that an ion? It's a normal projectile, okay. T on shields. Oh, he's got 2 shields. Of course he double dodged. Why the F wouldn't he? There we go. Okay, hopefully that will slow down their repairing here. Okay. I think I'm gonna need to do some beamage just to keep him from getting out here. Get wrecked. No running away allowed. Okay. Alright, one more jump, then hopefully we'll see some good system and or weapon choices. Prepare for exsanguination. No, you prepare for exsanguination, because I also like blood. T, shield. These 2 shield ships I'm having a hard time with. If I didn't have these twin soul spears, I'd probably be having a hard time with this. Which I'm still kind of having a hard time. What are you doing? You're doing a thrall. Thrall. I'm about to get boarded by 3 thralls, I think. Which are immune to... Oh, they're not immune to... Suffocation. Okay. I'll keep an eye. I think I can get 2 more thunder cannon shots before he gets out. This one misses, I'll finish him with the Reaper. Okay. Beautiful rewards. Do this. Heal. Is this an FTL sequel? Elliot, it is not. This is from a different developer than Subset Games, who made FTL and Into the Breach. This is a game that is inspired by, or one could even say, ripping off, but no, inspired by FTL in a Warhammer 40k-esque galaxy. So if FTL and Warhammer 40k had a baby, it would look like this game, which is called Void War. But you could think of it as an FTL sequel because it's using a lot of FTL's mechanics with its own spin on a bunch of stuff. Shield Charger, Missile Bay, slows crew. 2 damage missile, 1 damage missile, 1 damage missile. What we got? Auto disruptor. Okay, that's pretty good for Ion. And wow, that's 5 Ion damage. Alright, well, I don't like this, but I could go a double Ion build. Actually, don't I already have 1 Ion weapon? I had the Twin Disruptor, that's pretty good. So if I just added in this Auto Disruptor... it's 3 power, though. Both these Ions are 3 powers. Jesus. Jesus. I don't like 30-second charge time weapons. FTL 40k Rebel Hammer. That's right. Be pretty big. What's the word? Investment. I mean, maybe I should just go with Missile Bay. I have 40 missiles. We do have a 2 damage missile here. High chance of hull breach. I don't really want to invest in Ions, especially Ions that are this expensive to get online. How much would it cost me to get that Ion with what I already have? 3 more weapon power would cost me 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could use it instead of the 2 power one for a bit. That's 2 shots every 11 seconds compared to 1 shot every 4. So this should be able to self-stack like Ion Blast Mark II and FTL can. Do I really want to go Ions? Man, it's just... Ions don't do hull damage. Just like FTL, Ions are usually my last choice of weapon preference. Well, maybe slightly before or after missiles. Well, this store kind of sucks. Guess I'll go Ion. I'll go Ion, but I won't like it. I really wish I could move my weapons in the fights like you can in FTL. Alright, for now I'm gonna get 1 more engine and power as well. Okay. Not what I was hoping for from that store. I was hoping for, you know, a burst laser. Have we seen any flak-like weapons? Yeah, we have seen a couple. They're usually pretty slow charging, but they have a lot of projectiles. Good at shield busting. Why were my weapons fully charged there? This must be an event where they are... where we're surprising them or something. That's fine. You're... It's not fine that you're just sitting in there, bro. My crew that I can't control just likes to sit in the poison and die for no reason. Don't do that, bro. No. Alright, hopefully this guy won't keep running away from me so I can heal him with my other guy. Stay in there to be healed, please. Thank you. Oh, I didn't save that in the right position. We should be out of weapons there. Okay. I forgot to use my extra projectile weapon too there. T and hit shields or whatever. Well, many choices. Much wow. I guess we're going to the War Cult sector. I want to keep Blood Cult as my thing, and I probably want to go look for more Psychomancy. Although, if I go Psychomancy, I can't check out weapons. We have weapons over there. Alright, I'll have to consider if I want Psychomancy for my Blood guys more. Although I don't technically have any Psychomancy slots, I have to replace something. We shall cleanse the empire of your blasphemies. Show us your strength. I'll fire at the Warthog ship, I guess. What do we got? One ion, beam, and a heavy laser. Okay. He's got 2 shields. Alright, T on shields. Oh, frickin' ions, man. There we go. Okay, 7 scrap or another husk with cryofoam. Extinguish all fire aboard the ship. Oh, I think I'll take a husk. Oh, we got another fight. Nice. Double fights. 2 shields again, though. My projectile ability is not available. Oh my god, this guy's got 4 shots. No, and he shot an empty room with that. Okay. Okay. Stop dodging my ions! God, I hate ions. Just fire off. I don't even have really any good abilities except that one to attack. I mean, I could maybe board with my Cyberfused guy. I could. Okay, you know, we could use heals, so let's go ahead and use this again. Did we get any heals? We got 1 heal. Yeah, I'm like frickin' desperate for weapons right now. I guess I could upgrade my twin disruptor and have double ions. But bleh is how I feel about that. Perfect. Not really that great of reward, but hey, we got it. Hey, we actually got through for once. Nice. Jesus. That's working pretty good. Three out of 4 of those shots healed, which is great for us. Okay. 58 scrap. Beautiful. What did I get? What did I get? I got a tool that reduces enemy DPS. Cosmion, I think I'd rather give you the reduce enemy DPS since you're boarding, and then we'll give the Repair speed to... The guy will actually go around to repair, I guess. He's already got really fast repair speed anyway. Do I have anybody with a weapon slot open? No, just a bunch of... I just have a bunch of slaves for some reason. I don't know why I always have all these slaves. Alright, so I go for Psychomancy and Crew, or do I go for weapons? I do have a second shot at weapons over there. Let's go for Psychomancy. If I can get that blood spear, blood lance, whatever, would be pretty awesome. Thrall Walk. Teleport to a thrall and destroy it. Okay. Translocator. Mind Bolt. Projectile that deals 15 HP damage to hostile crew and target room. We all know why you have all those slaves. They don't just sell themselves, do they? Aether Stride. Teleport itself to target room. Blood Golem. Can't really do anything. Blood Knight. Treasonous Whisper. There's the mind control thing. Okay. I mean, he's expensive. I might just buy this guy. He's like my only real, I feel, viable option for something useful. No Blood Spear. I'd like to get Mind Bolt. I do have a weapon to give him. He's expensive, but we'll take him. And, Y. So Y for mind control. Anybody else have armor I want to give to that guy? No, I don't think so. Yeah. Alright, so now we can mind control our enemies. That's cool. What's the charge time? It's only 2 seconds. Not too bad, actually. Who's the guy that does the soul spear? It's the guy. Sensors, okay. Alright, so I guess I'll leave this guy free to fight off borders in my room. +1 DPS in large room. So if he goes there, he has the 7 DPS for that room right now. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm still not feeling great about my weapons, though. But like I said, we do have another chance for weapons over here. Spectre, thank you for the 37 months. Keep it going. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Free stuff. Wow, he's taking like no damage. Woo, look great with a bunch of scrap in it. Nice. Okay, let's try out our new mind control ability. Oh. Is that gonna work or? Hey, it did work, okay. Who's dying? Oh, the guy that we have mind control is dying, which is great for us, actually. Okay, I'm gonna crew kill this, like, right now. Well, it's gonna be hard with him because they just have to not be in his room. You can't finish off their crew, so never mind. No crew kill. Is this an FTL clone, Spectre? Well, we've had a lot of people just come in who haven't seen this game yet. Yes. Yes, it is. The latest in a long line of FTL clones, and it's probably I think it's been my favorite FTL clone that I played so far. Shortest Trip to Earth was pretty good. Convoy was fine. Trigon was not my favorite. There's a couple others I can't think of the names of off the top of my head. But I probably have enjoyed this one more than any other of the FTL clones I've played over the years. Okay, I don't need heals or repairs that much, so let's go ahead and get a ship fight. Definitely look like the most fleshed out clone you've seen. Well, it's definitely the closest to the original with mechanics. It definitely went all in on the, we are unapologetically making a game that is like FTL. There's no doubt that this game wouldn't exist if FTL didn't exist. I don't think mind control's going to do me much good here. Let's get one dodges. Beautiful. This seems like a 1-to-1 FTL. It's not. It's not. You'll have to watch more than, 2 minutes before you can make a claim like that. There are plenty of differences. Probably the major one being the themes, as it's Warhammer 40k themed. A lot of the controls are the same. The biggest difference to me is the crew abilities. You see all these abilities up here? These are all abilities that crew can use. So there are a lot more different types of crew in this game, and they all have a lot more different types of abilities. And you also have some systems that are different than FTL, so. Assault rifle. Do I have anybody who's missing a weapon? He's got a weapon, so nobody's missing a weapon currently. I will say the biggest thing I missed from this game is exactly what you mentioned, and that's Ben Prunty's music. I will agree with that 100%. Some people like the theme and ambiance of this game. I think FTL has this beat 1,000% just because of Ben Prunty's music. It's Warhammer 40k. Did I say 20k? Yeah, I'm not a big Warhammer person, so if I got it wrong, my bad. But I'll be honest, I don't care about Warhammer that much. I know, sacrilege, isn't it? Sacrilege. Okay. I have a while before next door. I want to upgrade my blood thrall thing, or maybe my shields or my engines. What happens if I upgrade the beam? It gets longer, I think. Cooldown is faster. Pretty expensive, but I'm gonna go ahead and get third shield, even though it's kind of early. Okay, raid supply station. You have a lot of weapons. 1, 2, 4 shots. Alright, I'm really glad I got my third shield there, to be honest. Control that room. But it's a very good game. Whether you think it's too much like FTL or not, it's a very good game. It's a lot of what FTL got right, they got right in this game. With the variety of weapons, the variety of enemies, challenge level, probably a little easier than FTL, maybe a lot easier. I don't know. I'm still on the lowest difficulty. Well, the next to lowest difficulty, so. There's some things that are easier, some things that are more difficult. Like, there's so much stuff going on sometimes. Even more than FTL, it can be hard to know. Like, when you're fighting the boss, and they have 3 or 4 different units that all have an ability that goes off at random times. It's like, there's a lot more stuff to keep track of, and I'm not experienced enough to keep track of all of it yet. You're happy it's a good game, we deserve it? True, it's been a while since we've had a really good FTL-like game. Blood Priest, Blood Golem, okay, that guy will win. Tactical armor. This is probably my favorite part of the game, all the extra crew things, and you can equip your crew with different items. I think that might be my favorite part of the game. Oh! 50% suffocation resistance. Here we go. You guys now immune to suffocation. Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and get you guys to heal. These fire locations are kind of terrible. Actually. Wish I could move this guy. Okay, let's move you two down here. These guys can get healed down here. R. Go. Okay, I guess another machine slave. You can never have too many slaves. Wait, did I say that out loud? Okay, Husk. Let's move this guy over here, I guess. This guy down here. There, maybe. Just say no to slavery. Well, unless you're an FTL or Void War. Then it's just a part of the world. It's just part of life. Just part of life. Okay, so we're immune to suffocation when I use my ability here, and that should get me the item. 368 scrap, love it. Does he have the spawn thing? No, okay. 2 shots. Right, he shouldn't be able to get through our 3 shield, I don't think, unless there's some extra projectiles I'm not seeing. Certainly possible. Mind control. Oh, they dodged my mind control. What's up, Omnio? Good luck, appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Happy journeys at the Torment ladder. Well, I don't plan on doing Torment climbing until I at least play each ship once. Which I haven't even unlocked the first page of ships, so... Maybe I'll start climbing once I start feeling more confident in my knowledge of the game. You finished Disco Elysium without any drugs or alcohol. You can beat Void War without the slavery. I don't know, that sounds like a tall order. There are just so many slaves and they're free. How do you turn that down? Alright, we're looking for better weapons. How do you turn down free machine slaves? Okay, pulse only stuns, not that useful. 1 power, or okay, so auto disruptor, I could get a second one of those. Corruption beam only does gas. Okay, none of this is that useful. However, siege bombard is great. Pressing heals more. Poison enemies, we're not doing poison. War cultists. We have blood cultists. I guess I could go the double ion build. I really don't want to, but like literally none of these weapons do hull damage, so siege bombard. I'm gonna buy that. During disco, you were so poor you could not afford any of the drugs or alcohol. Okay. Anything else soon? So to upgrade my weapons, I would need 125. So I almost have enough for that, but I'd also need power. Probably just gonna get the Siege Bombard online. But let me see if there's an early store next sector before I invest in a bunch of this stuff. I think Twitch must be having issues today. I disconnected once, and I just had welcome to the chat room thing again. Twitch is just being stupid today. I'm going to blame that, not my internet, since my internet is, like, infallible. My fiber connection has never given me issues. What does he got? Nothing scary. Probably too late that shot. Nope. Okay. Mind control. No loot boxes I'm missing. Someday we'll see Void War, Hard Mode, No Pause Streak. Someday. I'd say don't hold your breath, but you know, you can hold your breath if you want. But unless you don't need to breathe, you probably will die before it happens. So I wouldn't recommend it. He actually did damage to us. How did he do damage to us? Did he mind control one of my guys? I don't even know. Okay, 49 scrap. If I don't see an early store, I'm gonna get some power and do some upgrades here. The Maw. The Maw is where we died. I did a really difficult fight in the Maw and died. So let's go bubonic. Let's go hang out with some Death Lords rather than feed ourselves to the Maw. You're afraid of the Maw. Alright. No early stores. There is another crew contract psychomancy place. Got weapons. So I'll probably plan on going to the crew psychomancy place again. I would still like that blood spear ability. But let's go power. Siege bombard power. So we have the option to use a siege bombard if we're fighting guys with high levels of shields. Probably want to do weapon upgrade because I could... expensive to get... I could do one weapon upgrade and go double ion plus the siege bombard. Which that might be better than my current single ion, single thunder cannon thing. Holding your breath as a Zoltan may prove unhealthy. 70 HP. 70 HP is kind of low. True. True. 3 shields. Storm Cannon 2, Storm Cannon 1. I wish I had either of your Storm Cannons. I'm gonna go ahead and just load the Siege Bombard. My first... It's not, I was gonna say my first 3 shield shoot. It's not 3 shield shoot, but it is, it is a very good weapon system ship. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna see where they're gonna land and use this. Keep dodging my mind control. Siege Bombard doing work though. Void War has definitely done something that FTL failed to do, and that is make a useful artillery. Siege Bombard is quite good. Chaotic Rift, Psychic ability, teleport all crew in a target room to random rooms on the opposing ship. So I could abduct enemy crew with this. Do I want this? Currently don't have a crew that can use it, but I am going towards a crew shop. I usually default just, you know, scrap gains. You know what? I'm gonna take this, and I wonder how much it sells for. Even if I don't use it, if I get like that blood spear, maybe it'll sell for more than the value of the other deal. Maybe. I don't think I've sold that many psychic abilities. I don't know what they sell for. Technical vessel. I will assist. Densely populated suburban subterranean hab arcology. Free scrap. Beautiful. I think that's the one that if I had the priest, it was like a bunch of free stuff and we just killed a bunch of people for horrible, horrible outcome. Corpulence on my ship. These guys are immune to poison, but I can suffocate them. My thrall's better than your corpulence. This is a very strange word. Do I have anybody that can use a tool? Yes, I can. Okay, my main guy has suffocation immunity. You... 30 health. Give it to Varnock. Yeah. Make him slower. Oh wait, that's a tool. Not armor, my bad. You, I guess. Too many tools, not enough armor. Okay. Asteroid field. More free borders, man. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of health on those borders. Okay. Okay, we should be good. Everybody's winning their fight. War pick. Do we have any weapon slots? Yes, one. Does anybody need healed? No, we're all. I guess this guy could use a little bit of extra healing. What's the R? Which one is Warnock? Actually, Viracocha, you could use some healing too. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if we can get any other cool Psychomancy crew or a Blood Spear ability. Cross my fingers and hope. Blood Spear! Hey, we got it! 1 damage to target ship, automatically sacrifice nearest thrall to reduce cooldown to 3 seconds from 60 seconds. Alright, now I just need a crew that can use it. That's a thrall. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Here we go, Death Cultist. He's got a slot for Psychomancy. Both of these guys do. Weird that we have so many death cultists in this place when I'm looking for a blood cultists. Alright, so Death Mage, they both have a poisonous projectile. How much does this sell for? This sells for 20. I could get another guy if I wanted to do that, but what I really want is this guy not to die. I need to be very careful this doesn't die. Okay, and so That guy's ability is wide to have a space for you. Damn it, I don't have enough. Okay, I'm not really using Summon Thrall that much, or Coagulate at all, so E. Change Blood Spear's E now. So now we can Blood Spear our enemies, which, as long as we have a Thrall, will do, what is that? 1 damage that is undodgeable and ignores shields. I do need to get my blood thralls up quicker, so let's do a thrall upgrade. I gotta wait for this. What's this max speed of the blood thrall spawning? Doesn't tell me the time. I don't know, I'd have to actually time that. I don't know what the timing is on it, but... yeah. Alright, we can get to see Blood Spear in action. Empty jump is empty, okay. More slaves for the slave god. That's not a real sentence. I don't know why I said that. It's a weird sentence. Alright, I was gonna go for weapons up there. I'm staging a surface to orbit attack. I'll help. I love attacking innocent people. Oh, it's cataclysmic explosions. I guess I'll take free stuff. What do we get? Siege Axe. +1 DPS in medium rooms. Attack slightly damage nearby enemies. Okay. He wants to be in a medium room, huh? Okay, what was I? I was gonna do something else too. What was I gonna... Oh, I was gonna move you to a medium room because your weapon is high, or damage is slightly higher in a medium room. Okay. Jeez, okay, 4 NG's boarding us, huh? Vent you. You're fine over there. Four NG borders. So scary. Tactical shield. Got another tool. Yes. Go. Well, we're not getting scrap from any of these jumps. It's not making it very likely that I'm going to be able to get a new weapon. Oh, I should have healed this one dude. T here. I wait for Thrall to be available before I use my new W ability, the Blood Spear. There's one. I used W, right? No, I did W, I meant E. E. Okay, this Blood Spear is pretty badass. Charges up super fast. As soon as a Blood Thrall appears, drain it and shoot him. Undodgeable, unblockable shot. It's almost like it's more OP than a friggin' missile or something. Oh god, my ship's burning and I didn't notice. Bro, don't burn my ship down though. Yeah, let's go get you to heal with this guy, which is R. Alright, finally got some scrap. It's Fire Bob! Yeah, we're on fire because Fire Bob! There is no Fire Bob in this game, is there? They have fire missiles, I think. Blessings at the end, Father, upon you. You say as you attack me, eh? Nice. I'm not even using my mind control ability. A lot of projectiles. Did I use my E? I thought I did. Come on, shields, go down. Alright, we're taking some damage. Let's go ahead and get our whole Reaper going. I forgot. There was a button to do this. I think it was like K or J or something. I forgot to use it. Dude, what are your projectiles here? 2 shots, 2 shots, 1 shot, 1 shot. Siege Bombard OP, man. Stop with your gas all over me. Stop gassing me. Here's the big brother of Fire Bob. Wow. Ginormous Fire Bob. Ginormous fire. That's just the fire without the bob. Okay. Do I have a store? Yes, I do. Alright, that's why I'm not spending my scrap. I could get this other ion online. And actually that double ion with Thunder Cannon and a Siege Bombard was probably going to be a pretty good build, but... Alright, I'm going to turn on the Siege Bombard, actually. No shields allowed. Get their Siege Bombard offline, hopefully. Beautiful. Very nice. Alright. The build is coming together. Oh, he has a lot of projectiles. Ugh, okay. Alright. Here we go. Got any burst lasers in here? If not, I'm going double ion, which is not my ideal, but... You have a 2 power 3 shots. Fire... Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, the Retributor is kind of like a burst laser. Putreficator, 1 power for 2 shots is not bad. 1 power, 1 shot. Some weapons. Okay. 1 power, 2 shots. 2 power, 3 shots. 19-second charge time. 17-second charge time. Then I got 4-power weapon system. This would be easy to get online to make it just a 5-power weapon system. Let's go with this. 2-power, 3 shots. First laser too good. I think I'm gonna finally do a weapon upgrade too. Instead of the thunder cannon. Thunder cannon! I'm gonna go with this. So we ion, laser shot. So that's an 8-power weapon system if I can get it all online. With all my other systems, I don't know if I can. Man, I'm playing on the next to lowest difficulty. If I was playing on this difficulty in FTL, I would have a fully upgraded ship like every run. So I don't know if I'm just not min-maxing enough, or if there's not as much scrap in this game as FTL lower difficulties, or what. There are fewer sectors in this game than there are in FTL, so it feels like there's less income than FTL throughout the run. I mean, we only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 fewer sectors in this game than there are in FTL. And it feels like we're getting 1 to 2 sectors less worth of rewards. Maybe I need to go to the exclusion zones to get higher rewards or something, but I feel like I just would take more damage if I did that. I probably just need to not go to any stores this sector, which is crazy to not go to any stores and I still have 2 open system slots. There's no way I can afford that. I don't think I have any slots for armor, do I? Couple tool slots and that's it. I mean, maybe that's better than some. Yeah, I mean, it's a straight upgrade to that, I guess. Okay. Investigate. Okay, well, I hope we get stuff for fighting these guys off. Oh, gas. Get out of the gas. The laboratory is too dangerous. You would move on. Great. Wonderful. R to heal. We get high rewards for the harder zones, but also this is only Torment run. It goes up to like 10. The higher Torment levels open up better rewards and new stuff. Okay, well that's different than FTL, because as you go up higher in Torment or in difficulty in FTL, you get less stuff. So you get better rewards at higher Torment levels. I was told that Torment 1 unlocks everything in the game. Is that not true? I was told, well, at least I think I was told that like all the systems and weapons are unlocked on Torment 1. Is that a lie? Or did I misunderstand, potentially? I'm purposely staying on Torment 1 since it's lower difficulty. And from what I understood, I had access to everything in Torment 1. Okay, what if I mind control this guy, which is why? I don't want to fight this guy with so much health. There we go, got the stuff. I forgot to press T. Shield ship. This on. That might be true now. There was some discussion on the Discord about that you missed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was told by somebody who I trust pretty well because he's an experienced FTL player and modder, that if you play on Torment 1, you're playing on the difficulty that first has access to everything. Now, you could be right that there are better rewards at higher levels. I don't know. That seems counterintuitive to me from what I'm used to from FTL, but, you know. This game isn't trying to be FTL, it's just, you know, inspired by it. Does a lot of the same stuff that FTL does. Right, I don't know. I can't get through shields here. Because he has 4 shields, that's why, I guess. Oh, I could have been a shot there. There we go. You know, some things were changed since release. Sorry for conflicting information. That's okay. I mean, I want information. Even if it's, you know, outdated information, it's more than I have. I didn't know that before release this game added more content the higher torment levels you went. This is a terrible reward. I guess I'll take the whole repair. I need scrap, game. I need scrap, not whatever random junk you're giving to me. I guess I can give you... Well, I was gonna say the +1 DPS in small rooms, but no. DPS in large rooms. Medium rooms. DPS over 100 health. Okay. Get the heal going here. I don't need extra crew right now. I just need scrap, and I can't get scrap at a safe location, as far as I know. Investigate. Nothing. Oh, 68 scrap. Beautiful. All right, let's do weapon upgrade. And 1 extra projectile. Could be huge. Could be huge. It'd be kind of crazy if as you go up in the difficulty levels you get more stuff, because that feels like that would make the difficulty go down, but maybe the enemies are strong enough that it's balances out, I don't know. Alright, 2 power for 3 projectiles. Doesn't do damage, but I could use this. I'm pretty sure I can use this to get through shields, though. So maybe I want to not do the auto disruptor. Try this out, see if this is any better. Auto disruptor plus wind disruptor equals wind, bro. Yeah, maybe. That plus the siege bombard probably is, and I could actually get that online. I want to try how well magnetic pulse does getting through shields, though, as like an experiment. T on shields. Not gonna load up my siege bombard yet. I get 1. I remember that I have to use my blood lance. I just hit B for backup battery. That's how much FTL I've played. Automatically assume I have a backup battery. Alright, let's try mag pulse to break shields. And then these shots. Yeah, that works pretty well actually. So mag pulse is kind of like flak, but instead of hull damage, it just stuns if it hits. Unlike flak. So a worse flak, basically. Let's see if we can get some heals going on here. We got 2 heals, not bad. Alright, 1 ball and he was dead. Okay. Yeah, my systems are looking pretty good. Maybe I don't even want to go to any more stores. I just want to get as much scrap as possible. See what it looks like with the double disruptors. I mean, that's the problem with the auto disruptor plus twin disruptors. That's 5 power for 0 hull damage. Now, I guess what that's really good against is enemies that have the shield recharge thing. My FTL sensibilities make me think 5 power for 0 hull damage equals terrible. But we do have Siege Bombard that can do the hull damage. I guess I'll try it once, see how it feels. Let me... Could do one more weapon upgrade too, I think. Do this. That. Let's do a fight with the double disruptors and the siege bombard, see if it feels good or not. My instinct is that it's only good against enemies that have the shield recharge thing, because like this guy's got 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 projectiles plus a missile. The amount of shots I'm going to take while I wait for their shields to go down with my disruptor sounds scary as hell to me. I hope I actually auto-fired, I guess. Down permanently soon. Look at all that. Jesus Christ. That's some bullshit right there. Do I have Purify? I do. Let's make ourselves immune to that. Jesus. How many projectiles was that? Like frickin' 12 or some bullshit? Okay, now the shields are down. Get his weapons and artillery here. What an insane build this guy has. What is that? That is double Storm Cannon 2s, Putrefactor 2, and double Putrefactor 2s with a Shiv missile. What a broken ass build that is. What abilities have I not used that I could use? My Blood Spear I have not used yet. So many shots, man. Okay, good, pretty good dodges. Pretty good dodges, though, right there. I want this guy's weapon system, man. That's what I want. Not my double ion crap. Well, I gotta say, the double ion did not feel good in that fight. Of course, probably any offense would have felt crappy versus that enemy. After shields down, can depower twin disruptor for Retributor. Swap this for this after the shields are down? Yeah, maybe. Sounds like way more micro than I want to mess with on my weapons when I have to micro abilities and other things too. Or I could just power and get it on right now, I guess. Let's do that. Let me change. Just got the scrap to get that online. Let's auto fire the ions. But not the other weapons. Auto fire that. Alright, now I need power for days. Upgrading my Reaper beam that can heal would probably be very nice too. Got the Greater Demon Heart. This guy's less scary than the last guy. Still pretty scary though. Okay, that should get his shields down, I think. Get some heals through, which is very nice. Trying to remember to use my crew abilities. 55 scrap. Yeah, we're not gonna go to that. We're just gonna go all in on getting our upgrades because I just need power for days right now. Power for days. Engine upgrades. Lots of upgrades. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot more empty jumps in this game too. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that there's too fewer sectors that it makes me feel like there are fewer jumps with gains. There are more jumps with higher scrap rewards than FTL. Of course, I'm also playing on lower difficulty than I'm playing FTL, so maybe that changed to go up, I don't know. You tried the game for a couple of hours. Is it normal that you get like no damage at all in the beginning until you hit a very strong ship? Is it normal that you get like no damage at all in the beginning? Oh, like enemies scale like super hard? I would say yes. It feels like enemies have only 2 shots for a long time in the early game, and then all of a sudden they have missiles plus 5-6 shots. Feels like there's a big spike. I don't know when that spike happens. I haven't played enough to know, but I've definitely felt that that is something that I've noticed as well. Yes. That was 6 shots there, isn't it? Yes. Okay, let's go and turn this on. I have felt like that's a thing as well. I don't know why it feels like that, but I have definitely felt it too. They recarried the jetted Sector 4 difficulty spike from FTL. FTL can destroy you after the first jump if things go very wrong. True. Burden. Cast a projectile that slows hostile units in target area for 10 seconds. Although 4 times heals is nice. I just want scrap though. I'm just going to take that for the scrap of doodly-doodly-doodlyage. I don't have any psychic slots. I do have tool slots, but all I have are weapons, a weapon and armor, and 2 psychic abilities. I have no slot. Got a tool? No. Okay. You liked the crew stuff? Yeah, I think that's the best part about this game is all the crew stuff. I agree with that. Armaments or relics? Maybe we can get a module. And actually I want to get as much heal as I can from Hull Reaper, so I'm gonna try not to do a bunch of hull damage with non-Hull Reaper weapons. See if I can just ion him down. He's very unlikely to do damage to us, I believe. This would help if I fired my other ion weapon. You also like the cruel stuff, though. No! No, don't encourage them. Alright, nice. Decent heals there. The first thing I said was correct. The cruel stuff is correct. Okay. My bad. Could have just gone with that. Alright, mind control and fight it out. Fight it out. Damn, it won't let me aim at when it's up, it'll die, sadly. Nice, we did kill one of his crew with the other crew. Mind control crew kill, gotta love it. Nice free heals, baby. Go one more. Get as many heals as possible. On this fight that's fairly safe. Almost full health from that fight. Beautiful. The Reaper Beam, aka the Repair Beam. We did get a module. Gain 10% evasion while your sensor status is active. Okay. Yes, installed. Probably means I need to upgrade my sensors now so they'll be active for the boss fight. Which we're going into the boss fight, and I still feel like I have minimum defenses. Because it just feels like there's less scrap in this game. We avoid any stores. Just trying to get fights to gain stuff. What do you got? 2 shots, 3 shots, beam, 1 shot, so that's 6 in total, plus another Shiv missile. Okay. I did the wrong ability in this room. I'm going to use this ability. Missile. So balanced. Oh no, it's a 1 damage missile. It did 2 health damage for some reason. Okay. Another thing I don't like is the fact that it gives you the beep beep sound when it's enemies that you have mind controlled who are hurt. I don't like that. Feels misleading. Jesus, dude. Give my frickin' life support a break. There, now his shields have been fully ioned. Heal that guy. Stupid ass 2 damage missile. Can I ever turn on my siege bombard? Okay, should be dead now. Alright, good scrap at least. How's the board war? Hard mode, no par streak going so far. It's at 0 since I haven't played it that version, that way. But we'll work our way up there. I need power for days, and I need dodge. Currently at 0, but we're working our way slowly up in fractions. We're currently at 1/1000th of a way to our first win. What is this guy? Necrolurch. Becomes a carcass on death. Alright. He does have the summons demons thing. Heavy laser 1. Black 1. Black 2, basically. At least I've been saving my missiles and I can use my siege bombard for days. Kill your friends. Got pretty good DPS going on here. Full health from our repair beam. I mean Reaper beam. 83 scrap, nice. How goes the war in the void? It is very void-like. I guess you could see my streak is void. Yes. Yes, Fireboy just got here to prove your pun as well, so good timing. How many jumps before the boss? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do I want to upgrade? Probably get shields if I upgraded nothing else. I'd like to have my sensors upgraded at least one more level up so that we have extra evasion. Sensor power. I want to get Siege Bombard max, would be nice. With the double ions, I think that's going to be very strong. Infernal Energy means a demon fight, I think. Get Swiggity Swag sensors. I don't think I've gotten swag sensors yet. This game has far too many... far too few scrap games for that. Scrap gains in this game are far too low for me to spend this scrap to get swiggity swaggity sensors, at least so far, in my experience. Is there anybody to mind control? We can't. Oh, this guy actually can attack, so I guess I can. Treasonous Whispers that. Perilous Whisper. Bleedy-dee-doo, bleedy-dee. Got a breach. Fix the breach. Is this FTL? No. This is called Void War. A game that looks very much like FTL. Inspired by. Totally not stealing from. Inspired by. Engineer and 5 scrap. What a terrible reward in the final sector. Or... I mean, I'll take the little tiny bits of scrap I can get there. What a terrible reward that was. I mean, welcome aboard, NG. I'm definitely not hurting for crew right now, that's for sure. God, O2 takes forever to come back. Okay. I need to heal some dudes, don't I? Not too much, just this guy. Okay. Alright, 3 more jumps in the boss fight. What am I looking at here? U is upgrade. Because that's what you need a hotkey for, not the other stuff that I whine about not having hotkeys for. Okay, there we go. My offense is looking great, my defense is looking meh. So used to having cloaking in FTL that I probably need to start prioritizing force shield more in this game, maybe? I don't know. Best defense is a good offense, you know? Wait, who did I not heal? This guy didn't supposed to heal. Okay, R. Music question. What popular song do I enjoy that is much more musically interesting than you'd expect it to be? You just saw an analysis of Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy that pointed out some of the surprising chord progressions and borrowing from other keys. Here's one. It's an older song, but I've heard and watched videos about how interesting, I think it's Love Fool by the Cardigans. Love me, say that you love me. Has a lot of really cool, interesting chord changes. There's some Beatles songs that do stuff like that too. I don't know if I could think of one off the top of my head. Also Beach Boys. Good Vibrations is famously interesting in its chord progressions and choices. So there's a couple. They're not recent pop songs, but Avril Lavigne isn't that recent either, so I guess that matches what you're asking. It's an older song, but it checks out. It's right. Jesus Christ. How does he just through my shields already? Do you have a missile? He has a freaking missile, that's how. Effing missiles, that's how. Effing missiles, not even once. Got a 5-room hit if I can hit it. Shields will stay down. Good. I hope my suggestions match what you were asking. I think they do. Golly, we did a lot of damage this fight, although I did repair a lot of damage. I guess maybe it's not a lot. It's just any amount of damage feels like a lot. Good vibrations, of course, the Beatles, yeah. Beach Boys are good, even though not typically something you listen to. They just make you feel good when you listen to or sing it. Yeah, well, the guy, what was his name? He just passed away just recently. That's why I've seen a bunch of like YouTube videos talking about Brian Wilson, I think is his name, was the like the mind behind the the Beach Boys. The genius behind the Beach Boys. And he has some really interesting, like the album apparently that Good Vibrations was on, he was trying to meld classical and popular elements to make something that was not just another pop song or pop album or whatever. Asteroid Field before, I don't know, does that skull mean it's a death god boss maybe? Maybe that's what that means. What is this? This is Y. Alright, here comes boarding. You are gonna lose that fight, bro. This guy over here and Death Mage over here. Tank first for a bit. Well done. Oh, we interrupted him trying to use his mind control ability, nice. Nice, we got a bunch of heals even while he was dead. Have I played Satisfactory recently? And did I finish it? I did play Satisfactory fairly recently with the latest update. I did not finish it. I got really burned out by the super late game stuff. What was I on? Once you get to the dimensional, like, what's the super late game stuff? Oh, I forget what it's called. You can check my YouTube and see where I stopped. The buildings with the dome building and SAM fluctuators. I think I was at the highest level of tech and I just got burned out. It became too chore-like for me to finish. The other thing is I completed Satisfactory multiple times before it was in 1.0. It's kind of like I got burned out in Subnautica because I played it so much before it fully released, but it's a great game. Very much enjoyed the playthrough, but it just, yeah, it gets so. You know what? I actually am gonna get swag sensors to make sure we get the extra dodge. It gets so grindy. I guess that's probably the word. It's like every time, like, oh god, I gotta start another. I gotta use Satisfactory build editor or whatever build calculator to make a giant flow chart to figure out how I'm gonna make one electromagnetic flux capacitor per minute, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to spend 6 hours working on this factory. It got too much for me, so I didn't finish the latest playthrough, unfortunately. Or I called it good before finishing the final tier of tech. But I love Satisfactory. I think I call Satisfactory my favorite automation game, but Okay, this is Necropolis Barge. This is Death Guys. 3-shot volley, ionizes systems on impact. 3-shot volley. He creates husks. Toxic gas. Just gonna summon ghouls on my ship. Bloat might, slow. This kind of stuff I'm talking about where it's like so hard to keep track of everything. Projectile that shields system from damage. I think I even have a projectile like that myself, don't I? No, I have repair though. Okay, let's turn this on. I'm gonna fire the shields here. I could board with my single guy. I don't think it's gonna be that useful. I don't think we're gonna do much in the way of boarding. We're gonna go all in on our hopefully crazy OP weapons that we got. Here come the projectiles. I'm gonna use T on this. I'm gonna mind control you. Blood guy just spawned. Use E on that. Get their shields down, hopefully. Alright, shields are down, that's great. Can I control the mind control guy? No, I can't control mind control crew in this game, sadly. Okay. Might there, that's fine. Keep shields down. Let's take out... Let's see if I can take out a weapon here. Dude, how many crews spawned there? Okay, we have gas in that room. Let me go ahead and make ourselves immune and get this room repaired. Okay, those guys are all dead. Okay, good. Okay, how are we looking? Wow, we've done a lot of damage already. Is my T back up yet? No, it's not. But my E is back up. I guess he's gonna get the free everything heal at some point. Phase 2, everything's repaired and you have to do all your damage again. Yay. Where's my best beam swipe here? Is it here? There's a beam swipe. Just gonna proc the... There it is. Guttural laughter. My entire ship is ionized. Wow, how... balanced. So I can't repair a room, they're all ionized. That won't do anything. I'll summon a thrall, I guess, so they can't. They repaired all their stuff too. Okay, we're at full health right now. What are these guys? Carcass. Immune to suffocation, immune to poison. Constantly creates toxic gas over a large area. Yikes. I probably should go to this room here. Yeah, there's the poison. Okay. Am I still immune? I am not still immune, so... Thankfully. Okay, let's get out of the poison. One of my ions stayed online. That's nice. I wasn't expecting that. And it literally ioned my entire ship. Okay, I can get a heal on... You're my lowest health, I guess. Is my T back up yet? No. My E is, though. like my stuff to be back online. That would be nice. My offense could be usable again, game. You mind if I have usable offense again, maybe? Extreme energy detected. Okay. I guess it's gonna have the big laser shot over and over, probably again. All right. Siege bombard's back up at least. T is available. Okay, what does that yellow thing do? Spawned a bunch of ghouls on my ship. Okay. Oh, freaking place. There. God, this is hard to keep track of. All these crew look exactly the same to me. I know I'm racist against, I don't know, my own crew or something. Oh crap, I used a blood spear without a blood guy alive. I thought I had a blood guy alive. Okay, Ion's back online. We're almost there. Almost there. I cannot find a good 4-room swipe on this ship for some reason. It's almost like they designed it so it's hard to do that. Okay, there it is. This thing's shielded. Oh my god, there's still spawning crew on my ship. Still. Give me a break from crew on my ship. Alright, GG! Alright, we unlocked the petroglyph. And we won with the something. What is this ship called? GG Cookie Time. Game by Tundra. I didn't remember the name of, you know. So subsets called FTL makers are called Subset. These guys are Tundra. You think that's a play on like Sub-Zero Tundra? I don't know. I was like, did they also copy the dev name? Nah, no. What was this ship called? The Excrucior. The Harry Potter Excrucior ship. Alright. GG, thanks to the valiant effort of Cosmion and his friends. Petroglyph making hand-painted pottery in 40k. That must be some weird stuff. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the ship we unlocked. I don't think I'm going to have time for a third run today. What does petroglyph look like? It's got like some interesting like sails or wings on the back. Servo husk and an aberrant. This guy has soul spear. Okay, so we definitely want to get... Oh, wait. This doesn't say the thing about consuming a blood clone or whatever to lower the cooldown. I'm going to assume it still does that, though. Inertial probe. What are we probing? Enemy ships lose 10% evasion when your sensor status is active. Okay. It's a double missile ship. I guess one's a bomb, so we can abduct their crew and an Artemis missile. Are we a boarding ship? You can have 2 missile bays? Oh my gosh. Do I have enough for a new captain? I think I can maybe get a cheap one. Actually, no, I can't. There's only one I can afford, the cybernetic. I feel like I want to save up because if you look at the list of ships, the B ships require resonance to unlock. So I can't, unless I keep winning with these ships and they'll start unlocking them for free, it looks like I need to start saving my money if I want to unlock the B and then the C ships, however that works. So I feel like I need to stop buying commanders so I can unlock some other ships. Translocator. Durable Husk, I'm pretty sure start with tools. So I can give that to him or a commander that starts with a tool, I guess. Well, yeah, like I said, I don't think I have time for another run today. And honestly, I've, as you can see from the donation thing at the top of the screen, I've been really stressed about money, and I've been trying to do applications. I think I'm going to end the stream a little early so I can fill out some more applications, so that I can afford rent next month. So my friends, I think I'm going to call it a day there. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is a really fun game. We will be playing this some more, definitely on Thursday. I'm unsure if I'm going to play this or Monster Train 2 tomorrow. Our viewership is pretty good when we play this, but it's not like it's reviving the stream or anything like that. So I'll probably play this on Thursday and play Monster Train 2 tomorrow. So my friends, I hope you had a good time today. If there's anybody new to the stream, I hope you hit the follow, come join us again. I know it is a little early, but these runs are so long that unless I want to go really late, which I don't want to go really late because of my whole stressed out thing and wanted to get some applications filled out, I think I'm going to call it early. So next ship should be Pompous. Okay, I'll try to do a Pompous ship next time. So as usual, my friends, thank you for support. Bits, follows, subs, getting subs working, hanging out, all the amazing stuff y'all do sports stream. Really appreciate you awesome people. I'll be here tomorrow, probably with Monster Train 2, unless I just feel like playing some more Void War, which I might. We'll see. So come for the surprise whatever game we play tomorrow. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Good luck on your own Void War runs or whatever you're doing. So until next time, peace out, happy gaming, you have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you next time. Enjoy the sea shanty. Later, my friends. Y'all rock.